Hi everybody, I'm Lisa Jakubik with Yoga at the Haven. Today's class is balance, and there's different ways to look at balance. Balance can be balancing on one leg, which we will be doing today. I will teach you how, so don't get concerned if you're new to balance. But there's also a balance from the right side to the left, or from forward bends to back bends. So that can also be thought of as balance. And then there's also balance in energy and balance in life. So sometimes I tell you a class is going to be invigorating or it's going to be calming. This one's going to be balanced as far as the energy as well. So for today's class, you will need a strap and possibly a block. I'm not sure if you'll need the block, but I have it just in case you'll need that. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'd like everybody to close their eyes so that we can start with a little breathing. Taking a few moments to connect with your breath. Keeping your breath at your natural breath, trying to just observe it and not change it. And now, starting with a little yogic breathing, breathing in and out through your nose, letting your breath lengthen and deepen, not putting any stretch on your body, just feeling the length of the inhale and exhale lengthen and deepen. If you'd like, you can put a count to your breath. And slowly allow your breath to return to your natural breath cycle, opening your eyes when you're ready. Okay, so I hope everybody feels ready to start working a little. So we're going to start standing. So taking any blanket off your mat. We're going to start with Uttanasana, standing forward bend. And I'd like your hands to your chest in Anjali Mudra, which is also prayer position. So we'll inhale, bring the arms all the way out. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, arms come all the way out. And exhale, arms down. Okay? So this is the little vinyasa, so I'd like you to do it with me. Inhaling, arms out, feeling the extension in the arms. Exhale, knees soft, abdominals engaged. Inhale, arms come out to the side, looking up, and exhale. Hands to prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Inhaling, arms come up, looking up, exhaling, knees soft, coming all the way down. Inhale, arms out to the side, and exhale. Inhaling, reaching out, feeling the extension, looking up, exhaling, all the way out, dropping down. Inhale, trying to stay down until you have to come up, so we want a straight spine. Exhaling. 2 more times. Inhale, looking up, exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, arms out to the side, and exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to come into the pose and stay down. So exhale, come all the way down, staying down. If you need a block, grab it here, either this position, or this position, all depending. If you don't, hands are just down by your side, relaxing the head, neck and shoulders, and breathing into the pose. So remembering to keep the breath active. As you inhale, feel the extension in your spine, and as you exhale, dropping a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Next inhale, coming all the way up. Just closing your eyes, hands to heart center, and just feeling. Okay, so now we're going to do half moon. So coming to the front of your mat, and let me show you what half moon is. Half moon is a side stretch. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and just show you. We want to start in mountain pose, legs hip width apart, arms down by your side, just finding your mountain pose. So when we come too far over, I'm no longer stretching the side, I'm in a twist. So I come up a little, and now I'm just stretching the right side, all right? So being mindful not to go too far over, we want to really feel the stretch from the right hip through the right fingertip, okay? So we'll inhale, we're working the right side, but we're coming over to the left. Looking up at the ceiling, exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, coming to the left, stretching the right side, and exhale. Inhaling. Over to the left, stretching the right side, exhaling. Inhaling, coming over to the right, looking up, exhaling. And this last time, holding the pose. So you're going to come over to the left, stretching from the right hip through the right fingertips, staying in the pose, feeling the extension, continue to breathe, continue to have the breath running through your body. With each inhale, feeling the extension from your hip through your right fingertip. With each exhale, feel the grounding through the earth. And on the next exhale, coming out. And just feeling. So, closing your eyes and feeling. I'm going to talk to you for a moment. I can tell you what I'm feeling, but I really want you to feel what you're feeling. Is there a bit of imbalance? Is there more stretch on one side than the other? What is it that you're really feeling? We're going to start on the other side. Inhaling to the right, exhale, back to start. Inhale, over to the right, head looking up to the ceiling, exhaling. Inhale, stretching the left side from the left hip through the fingertips, coming over to the right, exhaling. 2 more times. Inhaling, coming over to the right, stretching the left side, exhaling. Remembering we're going to hold it this time, but not to go too far, not to go in a twist. We're really working the side, staying in the side. Keep the breathing, inhaling, feeling the extension from the left hip through the left fingertips, exhaling, coming over, inhaling, feeling the extension, exhaling, 1 more inhale, and now coming out and just taking a few moments in mountain pose. Closing your eyes and feeling. I'm going to open my eyes so I can talk to you, but this is a good place for you to feel if both sides feel as stretched. Sometimes they don't, and if one side feels a little more stretched than the other, go ahead and do the pose on that side that needs the stretch 1 more time, in and out with your breathing, so that you feel nice and even. Okay, so we're going to turn to the front of our mats to show you the pose. We're going to do Utkatasana, which is chair. So legs hip width apart. Let me just show you the pose. We're going to come into a crouch, and as we inhale, arms come up, sit bones back. Exhaling, coming all the way down. Inhale, up to chair. It's called Utkatasana chair because it's as if you're sitting in a chair. Exhaling. The important things in this pose: Legs stay parallel, knees are hip width apart, and they're over the heels. Exhaling, inhaling, coming up. Sit bones down like you're in a chair, exhaling. And one more time, inhaling. And as you hold the pose, keeping the legs parallel, exhale, feel the grounding, sitting further down if you can on the exhale. On the inhale, seeing if your chest expands, your rib cage expands. On the exhale, sitting a little bit further on the inhale, coming all the way up. Arms down by your side, closing your eyes. And just notice if your heart is beating a little heavy, just checking and seeing how you feel. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you for a moment. We're going to do balance now, balance pose. So, I talked at the beginning of the class that the class was about balance. And balance meaning we did forward bending, we've done side bending, we did balance from the right side to the left when we did our half moon. And now we're going to work on balancing on one leg. So if you've never done balance, don't be discouraged. I'm going to teach you how to balance. The important thing in balance poses is that you need to have your gaze fixed ahead of you, and it's a soft gaze, not a hard gaze. And so really, like right in front of your eyes is where you want your gaze fixed. And I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to do tree. So let me first demonstrate a few different ways to do tree. If you've never done balance, you'll just bring your foot up, just up below the knee. That is all you would need to do. Done balance before, you can bring it up to your thigh, okay? But either way, I'm going to talk you into it, okay? So let's start with finding your gaze. A nice soft gaze straight in front. Soften your gaze. We're going to just hold the pose. So the main thing with the breathing is just to continue to breathe, not to hold your breath. People tend to want to hold their breath as they're trying to balance. So just bringing your foot up either to the low or the high position, and hands come to heart center. My legs move a little bit. That's why it's called tree. You're allowed to sway in tree. It's why the pose is called tree. Your leg is locked. It's really hard. My leg it's straight, but it is firing a little bit, and that's quite normal. If you've done this pose before and you want to bring your arms up, you can. If you aren't able to hold as long as I am, that's okay. Just take the time to get yourself set again and start all over again. Hands to heart center, leg down. Closing your eyes, feeling, getting ready to do the other side. Shifting your weight to your right side, lifting your leg to the low position or the high position. Hands to heart center. And holding tree. Remembering to breathe, fixing your gaze ahead. You'll notice one side's usually harder than the other. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. It's just based on the years we've had with our body. And arms come up. If this is too much, your hands to heart center. Both are appropriate. Main thing is you don't want to have your foot on your knee. It's above your knee or below your knee. Now coming all the way down, closing your eyes. I'm going to open mine, but I want yours to remain closed if you can. Just notice the energy. Notice that balanced pose really helps you to feel pretty focused. All your focus has to be on what you're doing. The energy in a balanced pose is quite balanced. Okay, so now we're going to do Padangusthasana. That's why we have the strap today. So if you have the strap from a bathrobe, you won't have a little hook. Either will work. I always, though, like to encourage people to use a strap. Many people do this pose without a strap, and the length of the arms and the length of the legs are different. And so what happens, I'm going to show you. I come down, and for me, I need just a tiny bit of the strap. But what I want to be able to do is bring my leg completely in front. Okay? If I didn't have the strap, you notice how now my body is like, it's leaning back because my arm isn't long enough. So everybody can kind of play with what's appropriate. If you have a strap like I do, then you just put it around your foot and bring it up. If what you have is a bathrobe, you just bring it around like this and bring your leg up. Okay? Both are appropriate. So, I'm going to get my strap ready. Let's put it on the right foot. Just bending the knee and bringing it up. Finding your focal point. Taking the time to balance. The left arm is a counterbalance. And bringing the leg out in front. Remembering to breathe. If you'd like, you can bring your right leg out to the right and back. Down. While I talk to you, just take the time, though, to breathe and let your breath come down to a regular resting position. But if you're having problems with balance, just keep trying it. Nice, soft gaze. Don't get upset with yourself. Take the time to go through all the steps I talk about. Shifting your weight, bringing the leg up, using the arm as a counterbalance, and just keep working that through your mind. You will be able to do it. So let me show you again. Do the other side. So we'll bring the strap around the foot. Bring the left leg up. Taking the time to be balanced. You see it took me a little bit there. Right arm is a counterbalance. Straightening the leg. Remembering to breathe. Keep the breath moving through your body. Left leg over to the left. Back to center. And trying to come out nice and gently without falling out. And now taking the strap and bringing it to the side. Closing your eyes. Just feeling the energy. Letting your breath come back down to your resting breath cycle. Okay, now we're going to do wide-legged forward bend. So you might need your block, I'm not sure. So if you have a block and you do need it for these type of poses, just grab it. We're going to stand and face forward on our mat. Legs are about 3.5, 4 feet apart. Toes are facing forward and their toes are in line, so I don't want to see like that. I want your toes to be lined up. If you need the block, you're going to put it in front. Okay, so let me show you the pose first. wide-legged forward bend. So we'll bring the arms up, knees soft, abdominals engaged, coming all the way down. If you need the block, you'll have the block here so you can drop down. If you don't, that's quite all right. But the hands come, the fingers are in line with the toes, and the hands are in the center of your mat, right under your shoulders, okay? So knees soft, inhale, coming up. So we'll do it together now. So inhale, I'm going to move my block, I don't need it. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, knees soft, abdominals engaged, coming all the way down. Inhale, extending the spine, trying to come out as far forward as you can before you come up. Exhale, abdominals engaged, slow your descent. Inhaling, extending the spine. Exhaling, coming all the way down. Inhaling, extending the spine. Exhaling. We're trying not to swing at the hips. It's hard. We're trying to work the muscles of the back. And on the next exhale, staying down. So this is where if you need the block, grab the block, remembering the fingers are in line with the toes. The hands are spread. They're underneath the shoulders and dropping the head. And remembering to breathe, keep the pose active, keep the breath moving nice and slow, yogic breathing. And now we're going to come up with a soft spine, hands to the low back, coming up one vertebrae at a time. And heels together, toes together. Let's come to the front of your mat. Just closing your eyes and feeling. Do you feel balanced? Opening your eyes. Okay, so if you have a blanket, you can use the blanket. The blanket is really because we're going to be doing down dog and up dog. And the blanket is good for your knees. So I'm just going to come to my knees and sit and talk to you. The blanket is good just as cushion under your knees. You don't need it. I just like my poses to be as comfortable as possible so you can enjoy the poses and relax into the poses. So we're going to first do down dog. We're going to go in and out of down dog. Then we'll hold down dog. Then we'll do up dog. We'll go in and out of up dog. Down dog. What we do is, I like you to have your hands nice and wide. It's because it gives you a good base, like a table has a good base. And that's this pose that we started. It's called table. The knees are under the hips. The hands are under the shoulders. And then we turn the toes up and we push into down dog. Now I like to keep the knees soft and use down dog as a back stretch. If I lock the knees, then I'm really stretching the back of the legs. So I like the knees soft. Okay, so we're going to go up and down several times. So I'd like you to get ready. Hands on the mat, knees under the hips, the toes up, and we're going to push back, exhale into down dog. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, pushing into down dog. Inhale, back to center, keeping knees soft. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, back to center. And this last time, holding down dog. So the knees are soft, pushing with your arms. You can even lift your fingertips if you can. That really gets a nice upper back stretch. And breathing, keeping the breath moving through your body. And on the next exhale, coming down, pushing back to child's pose. And just breathing, keeping the breath moving. Now, I'm gonna come up and talk to you. You don't have to sit on your knees if that's not comfortable while I'm talking. You can just sit comfortably on your mat. So we're gonna do up dog. Start the same way in up dog. Let me demonstrate. Knees under the hips. And we're actually, I said we were just gonna push into up dog, but the best way to get to up dog is from down dog. So we're gonna push into down dog, and then we let the hips come all the way down and into up dog. So there are two ways to do up dog. One with the legs out like this, and the other up on the toes, okay? So if you've never done it before, I'd like you to keep your legs down, all right? So we're gonna push from down dogs to up dog. So down dog, shifting the weight forward, knees all the way down, up dog. Turning the toes up, pushing all the way back, down dog. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. And this last time we're gonna hold up dog. So those of you who want to can keep your toes up. It's a little bit stronger pose, but if it's too much for your wrists, you can bring your knees down. It's quite all right. Up dog's a back bend. So just breathing. And on the next exhale, pushing to child's pose. Hands behind for this child's pose. Now we're coming up to our knees. And we're going to do Chakravarkasana. So the knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders, and we'll inhale, come forward, and exhale, rounding the back and sitting all the way back. So inhale, making the back smile, coming forward, heads up, exhale, dropping the head, rounding, sitting all the way back. Balance here, we're going from a back bend to a forward bend. As we inhale, back's a smile, head comes up, exhale, rounding the back, sitting all the way back. 3 more times at your own pace as you inhale, moving nice and slow, coordinating the breath with the movements. Inhaling, exhaling. And one more time, inhaling and exhaling. And just dropping into child's pose. You have a choice here. Arms are either forward or back, whatever feels appropriate. And now we're going to come to a seated position. So we're going to do boat pose. Boat is really good for your core muscles. So with boat pose, we're going to keep the legs hip width, bring the feet under the knees, but I'd like you to put your fingertips behind your knees, and we just shift back to sit on the sit bones. And if you can, straighten the legs. You can feel the core muscles engage. We hold the pose. We don't come in and out of this pose. For those who've done this before, you can bring your arms out by the side. For those who haven't, it's okay, you're still working it. Okay? And now coming out. So what I don't want to see is this. Too many people do this. You notice I have tension on my neck and shoulders. I'm way back. I'm not really working the core muscles. So being mindful to just shift back on your sit bones, Legs are parallel, feet come up, and if you'd like, arms come out. Neck and shoulders are relaxed. We don't want to hold up with our neck and shoulders. We want to keep them nice and relaxed. And now bringing your legs down, bringing the legs out, knees soft for seated forward bend. I like to really explain this. A lot of times people have their legs locked in seated forward bend. We don't want to lock the legs. We want to just keep them soft. And it's hard in this pose, so sometimes it's just a matter of drawing the heels back to you slightly. Then the knees are soft. They have a slight bend to them. The main reason is, as we're doing a forward bend and we're sitting, we're usually a lot tighter than when we're doing a forward bend when we're standing. And we really want to stretch the spine. As long as the knees are soft, we're not pulling too much on the back of the legs, okay? Demonstrate, arms come up, knees soft, coming all the way down. Inhale, extending, and exhale, all the way down. Inhale, extending the arms, coming all the way up, sitting up straight, exhale, all the way down. Inhaling, all the way up, exhaling. And this last time, we'll stay down, so coming up on the inhale and on the exhale, just staying down. Dropping your head and relaxing into the forward bend. Walking your hands back. And now we'll do seated twist. So bring the right foot towards your torso. We're going to have the toes of the left foot pointing up. We'll bring the left arm around the right leg, twisting to the right. Fingertips are up behind your back and head is looking over the right shoulder. I'm just going to stay in the pose, and as you inhale, pushing out in front on your left foot, the toes are facing the ceiling, and as we exhale, we twist a little deeper. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping the pose active. Twists are wonderful for digestion. They get your stomach moving. They help promote good digestion. And on the next inhale, coming back to center, switching legs. Bringing the left foot up. Toes of the right are pointing to the ceiling. Right arm around the left leg, twisting to the left. Pushing out on the right foot. Looking over the left shoulder. Fingertips up on the fingertips. Each inhale, straightening your spine, and each exhale, dropping a little bit deeper. And now on the next inhale, coming back to center. And we're going to be laying down. So I always just open my blanket. If you don't have a blanket, it's okay. But if you do, just a little more comfortable to lay on a blanket than directly on the ground, especially if it's cold in your house. I have the fire, so mine isn't very cold. It's nice and warm. We're going to start with Apanasana. So just drawing your knees into your chest on the exhale. Inhale, letting them come out. Nice, gentle forward bend. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling. So when you exhale, we're just drawing the knees in. Our arms are as straight as they can be. And we're just bending the elbows, bringing the knees to the chest. And we come out just as far as we can when our arms are straight. And now we're going to do lying twist. Arms are out to a soft T, and we'll draw the knees to the right, the head to the left. Letting the knees come all the way down to the ground, head to the other side. And we tend to want to not keep this pose active, so I really want nice, long, slow yogic breathing. And on the inhale, you feel the extension from the base of your spine to the top of the head, and on the exhale, you feel the twist a little deeper. Next inhale, knees to center, head to center. We bring the knees to the left, head to the right. Keeping the pose active. Nice slow inhale and exhale. Next inhale, knees to center, head to center. And we're going to end with one more pose before Shavasana. So this is Padangusthasana. And we're going to bring the right arm up and overhead and the left leg straight. Toes to the ceiling. And then the opposite side. Left arm, right leg, toes to the ceiling. Inhale. Right arm, left leg, toes to the ceiling. Exhale. Left arm, right leg, toes to the ceiling. Now we do toes to the face. Right arm, left leg, toes to the face. Left arm, right leg, toes to the face. Notice the balance here. Toes to the face. Toes to the face. Now we're getting ready for Shavasana. So the best way to come up, we're going to come up so I can talk to you. Always just bring your knees to the side and push yourself up nice and gently. So for Shavasana, if you'd like, you can get yourself an eye bag. You don't need an eye bag, but an eye bag is nice because it puts a little gentle pressure on your eyes and allows you to relax a little bit easier. So the other thing is, that's why I have had 2 blankets here all day. For me, I like to have one blanket rolled into a nice roll that'll sit underneath my knees. Why? Because it then allows my back to come all the way down on the ground so that there's no stress when I'm in the pose. The whole idea with Shavasana is it's deep relaxation, and I want you to be able to relax. Alternatively, some folks like just a nice, you notice I just took it and just rolled it once, and that goes under your neck. So if your neck gets strained when you're in Shavasana, put your head with the neck right there. Okay, so you have the choices. So I'm gonna get my nice roll for under my knees. Put the eye bag on, and we're gonna lay back down. Enjoy the music for deep relaxation, and don't worry, I will be telling you when to get up, so just enjoy the relaxation.
The exhale is the calming side of your breath. So taking a few deep breaths with all your emphasis on the exhale. Just 2 or 3 deep breaths. Exhaling, calming breath all the way through your fingertips and your toes. And now allowing your breath to be what it needs to be. As thoughts come to mind, acknowledge them, but let them pass, like clouds on a summer sky, to be pondered at a later date. Gently bring your awareness back to the room, allowing movement to return to your bodies, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you feel ready, draw your knees to your chest, turning to the side, staying on the side, taking several deep breaths of transition before pushing yourself up. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed my class. Please remember, if you've enjoyed my class, to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified of other videos that I put up. Thank you.